We have another unhinged weirdo that works for Sweet Baby Inc. So this was a presentation, I guess, that they did recently. This is an article from that park place. It seems like every other video we're having an article from that park place. So I want to give a quick shout outs to them for always being a great source of content and stuff to give an opinion on, because they call out a lot of wokeness, and Sweet Baby Inc.'s no stranger to what's been going on with the gaming industry this year. Ever since they tried to take down that Steam curator list by Cabrudes, it's been nothing but quality content from these unhinged people who give us gifts that keep on giving every day. So this individual had a presentation. Their name is Camerin Wild. They claim to be non-binary, and they admitted that their goal is literally to burn the games industry to the ground, which sounds on point with most of these people that are in the gaming industry. They cosplay as gaming journalists, consultants, developers, concept artists, but they're all really just political activists that, for whatever reason, are using the video game industry as their political soapbox to spread the woke ideologies, control the narrative, and if you're not part of it, you're a right-wing grifter who's racist, a bigot, and you need to be shut down for whatever reason. It's wild, the lengths that these people go to. But I mean, this guy, Cameron, is the newest weirdo out there talking about rooting the video game industry. Sure, oh, it's just a joke, Eric. Don't take it literally. No, these people hate gamers. The people that work for Sweet Baby Inc., Black Girl Gamers, Take This, all these consultant groups, they hate us. They hate gamers, especially if you're a male gamer. So this was a presentation titled How to Get Away with Murder, Subverting Genre Expectations at the Game Developers of Color Expo. And this was discovered by a YouTuber named Kirsch, where Wild introduced himself saying he's a narrative designer and sensitivity reader with a company called Sweet Baby Inc. Some of the games that they worked on were Tales of Kenzara Zao, which has been a total flop, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which has been a total flop, Alan Wake 2, which was fucking boring and shit. Some of these other games down the list, God of War Ragnarok. So I guess a sensitivity reader is somebody that looks over the script, the narrative, takes out things that they feel don't cater to this modern audience, that doesn't show up, doesn't support anything financially. Basically, he wokeifies it. And that's what his job is. So he said, the stories we tell each other are way more than entertainment. They are how we create debate and preserve our collective values and beliefs, and we can and should make better, more expansive, more representational content. So he's one of those people where you have to feel that a certain group is represented, whether it's a marginalized group, a certain, I guess, sexual orientation group. You have to feel represented. What I say is, I don't need a safe space for me in my games. I don't have to relate to a character or characters or anything in a game. I don't have to feel that I'm represented. To me, that's just being narcissistic or retarded or both, right? I don't know what it is that gamers or woke activists that are gamers need to have stuff represented in their games. Like, fuck off. Just make good games, guys. You guys are worrying about crap that has nothing to do with games. The casual modern gamer doesn't want any of this crap. So, yeah, going on, they literally have a slide that says, cool, why am I here? We want cooler stories, a safer world, burning the games industry to the ground with a logo in fire. Yeah, again, is that a joke? Maybe. But honestly, they've said it time and time again. They want to get rid of what this toxic industry is and change things and fit it. And if they don't get their way, they will intimidate the marketing companies until they get their way. They will try to allegedly extort you like they did with Game Science for, Black Myth Wukong. These people are nuts. And of course, he has a nose ring, or they, or whatever their fucking stupid pronouns are, have a nose ring. It's on brand. This is how you can tell. I literally, when I go on Tinder or Facebook dating, if they have a nose ring, I avoid them at all costs. Now, continuing on, burning the games industry to the ground, that means that they want only their echo chamber. They want only what they feel appropriate. Even if it's like a game like Assassin's Creed Shadows, which rewrites history, that goes beyond what's accepted truths and all this, they only want their echo chamber, their train of thought, what they want. That's why they're sensitivity readers. That's why they change nerves. They're literally, this guy's job is to control a narrative. And if it's offensive, if it doesn't cater to this modern audience that doesn't show up to support anything, Dustborn, Concord, Outlaws, Acolyte, you name it, that's what I don't know what it is. Why are they busting into the games industry and trying to change everything? It's so weird that they're so hyper focused on it. So he did have a next slide that was called "So Why Am I Here?" And taking a look at it, it has some more of his, I guess, ideologies. He says to stop people who are uncomfortable hearing that not every story is theirs to own. Why? like to stop people who are uncomfortable hearing that not every story is theirs to own. So that's basically like these people claim to be diverse and inclusive, but they literally are the most discriminatory. And we know the truth because it says it in the next point to prove that spaces where whiteness doesn't have to live. Oh, I can't even see the font on this. Hang on, let me go back to it. It's you can see that it's to prove that space where whiteness doesn't have to live is where some of the best stories are told. So it's another person that hates white people at the end of the day. That's what it all comes down to is all these people, they're raised in college literally by all their liberal arts professors to hate white people. Like that's all these guys are focused on in the entertainment industry is white people bad. Let's get them out. I'm not even white. I'm Mexican, and it's so frustrating to see these people focused that hateful towards people. They're saying a lot of us who are really fighting for more inclusive games and storytelling don't have a choice when it comes to discomfort. A lot of us who are just existing don't have a choice, which makes this really hard often. But recently I started realizing that discomfort or the place where whiteness doesn't have to live is where some of the best stories are told, and it's where genre storytelling lives. So his modus operandi, the thing that makes him wake up. I don't even know this guy's pronoun. I don't give a fuck if I'm misgendering them. I really don't give a shit. But the thing that helps Wild wake up and sleep at night is the fact that he's wanting to tell stories where whiteness is not allowed. That no white people allowed in their games. Like he's his life, what gets him up, what keeps him alive is hating white people and doing it in the video games industry. And this is how all of Sweet Baby Inc. thinks. If you literally want to sit here and think that this is just a made-up right-wing conspiracy grift by people like Grumps, Hypnotic Smash, myself, and you think that anything touching Sweet Baby Inc. is good, you are misled. You are turning a blind eye. People like this developing and controlling narratives, not just in games, but movies, TV, they're poisoning minds. They want everybody to act, think, and burn the industry to the ground like them, all because white people bad. I could never sit here and imagine thinking that this guy is 110% correct in what they feel as far as their ideologies go. This sounds nuts. This is absolutely nuts. And every day we find another wokey activist in the gaming industry that thinks worse and worse and worse and worse. And it's crazy to expose them. You can see it on Smash's website with Kotaku Detected. Literally has a rogues gallery of all these people infecting the video game industry. But at least this guy's upfront and honest about his whole thing right here, right? And then he goes into this weird spiel about Blazing Saddles and Django Unchained, and he goes off on a rant about Quentin Tarantino, and I have no idea, saying that they have white supremacist patriarchal values, even though Tarantino is literally like a individual that's of color themselves. It's fucking weird to sit back and think about how hard pressed these people are just to stick it to white people and to say shit like, oh, we want to burn the industry down to the ground. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you're brand new. I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.